Alright, now let's continue this. Let's just get it done.
Outlander, I sense in your heart the intent to rid our land of the Grendels. They foul the waters and plague the land. I bless your blade with the grace of water. Go now and use it with great skill.
That's not Ironsplinter. I have to defeat Ironsplinter now. And it's likely something of life, so I'll have to complete this.
Who trespasses upon my domain?
I do. We haven't been going first in battles. I don't know why. But we'll want hit on the first one. Or on the second one. We're not really going to be doing much different than other battles. Probably a leprechaun spell. Yep. Here's the weakest second rank spell in the school of main attack spells. And of course I fizzle. And it was enough to kill this forest imp. It didn't do that a bunch of times earlier. I guess I got lucky this time. I'm not going to shield or do anything. It's not necessary. He tried to weakness me, but it didn't work. Why are these guys trying to weakness me, and why is it fizzling so often now? And this will take him out.
You fought with honor, Outlander. I sense you bear a blade of power, made to defeat them. My blessing of oak is upon your blade. Wield it with great strength.
Alright, now it's time to go back to the campfire site.
Forged in fire, this blade was made to be born against the Grendels. They act without honor, without pride, and should be defeated. Show me your sword, that I might bless it with the flame of courage. Within the heat of battle, it will not fail you.
I can sense the power that blade now holds. You've now a weapon fit for a hero, or even a king. Now that you've got your sword, there's little I can do for you. Take it to Hagen's shield breaker and he'll guide you to victory.
Did Einar Thunderhammer help you make a blade suitable for a hero? You're well on your way to becoming a hero, but even the greatest hero must choose battles wisely. You don't want to be distracted in your fight with Skellig, the mightiest of these Grendels. Skellig and his Grendels have overrun another fort belonging to our people, a place called Drogarth. Go there and defeat a few of them. They'll be wary of you after that.
Exactly. We will defeat some urchins. We defeat 3 Grendel urchins, and Grendel urchins aren't as difficult to defeat. They still have a substantial amount of health, but not too substantial. Like the Grendel, like the, you know, the storm type split hooves at 620 health. That's the, it goes the same for all of them, for every single type in Zaverstad Pass. It gives him a death shield, but I'm not using death, so it doesn't do anything. I like their death animation where they roll backwards. It's kind of funny. Nature's Wrath. But that's not gonna stop us, right? Right. And we've completed one quest to collect a talon. And we must defeat some more. Oh, nice. Now, I'll just use my wand hit and it'll defeat him. And you remember how we got the Book of History quest? This is consistent throughout different worlds. So in the first world, Boris Tallstaff told you to read about the Wizard City. But at first that book wasn't updated to tell you and explain the lore behind the schools. So they had to go back and redo that. And the Chamber of the Chosen and the Bander story, that kind of started this whole thing where eventually you'd start getting longer quests where you read book pedestals and you read the story of Connor at the end after you defeat Skellig. So yeah, that's what you do. So in this next one, I'm gonna put all these in there. And defeat Grendel Darters. I shouldn't worry about how difficult they are to defeat, or whether that's the case. I'm gonna use my hexes. Use my second hex. And since I'm going first, which is, I think, I've very rarely gone first, if at all, during these sections. Maybe if I'm more powerful, I go second more often. I have no idea how that works, but I don't know, that's theoretically what I think is happening. It's a good thing it didn't fizzle again. Very glad that didn't happen. So the next time I get a tornado, I'm for sure going to cast it, and it's for sure going to kill. Another sandstorm, please don't fizzle. Thank you very much. And we defeated Grundle Darters. Let's go talk to Hagen. Oh, Hugin first. This completes their quest.
You have done mighty deeds indeed, and for a stranger, I will brew my potion now. But even without it, your fate is clear. You will do great things, and when you face the greatest of evils, you will emerge wreathed in victory. Go now, and face your destiny without fear.
So, you rid the fort of 3 of the Grendel urchins? Good to hear. My work is done for the day. I'm going to sit down and kick my boots off for a rest. And there you have your answer. Bears do sit in the woods. To put our boots on and take them off. Go and tell Snorri what you've learned. That will teach the lesser Grendels to stay out of the way when you face their leader, Skellig. Now there's no stopping you from confronting Skellig and driving the Grendel from Drogarth. Go to the fort now and see if you can find your way in. If the way is not clear, always remember that spirits contain great wisdom. Seek their counsel if you need it. Return here once you know how to enter the fort.
I'll do that, but I'll have to go back to Snorri Oysterbloom and see what he has to say. And trust me, he has one more philosophical question to answer.
That's a good answer, and a practical one to boot. Hagen is wise indeed. I am pleased to speak with someone so eager to help me answer these great questions. I have another, if you've the time and will to help me. Your senses are the gates through which the world enters our minds. If something happens outside the reach of your senses, how do you know that it happened at all? If, for example, I use my axe to cut down a tree, we will see it fall and hear it crash. There is little doubt that it happened. But if the tree falls when there is no witness, does it make a sound? Go into the woods of Savastad Pass and seek the wisdom from my old friend, Swift Branch.
We're gonna wait till our health regenerates.
It's time for you to go to Drogarth and find your way in. Come back to me once you've learned how.
We'll do that, but first we have to go take on... We have to go to Swift Branch.
You don't look like a bear. What brings you to my forest? So Snorri sent you with a question for me. If a tree falls alone in the forest, does it make a sound? I've never heard a tree fall in the forest, but I have a feeling that my own experience is not answer enough. Go and speak to Wildroot, another of my kind. Be careful when dealing with him. He is not nearly as friendly as I am.
Who are you? This is my forest and my forest alone. I need no friends or allies, and I'll tolerate no trespassers. I'll meet you in my cave. You were a fool to disturb me.
Hey, don't be mean. I just want to talk, buddy. Don't know how he can use Scarab, but he can. I'm gonna take out the Grendel first. I believe the tree is called an Int. Right? Is that what it's called? I think I can use Sandstorm and deal enough damage to kill here. If not, I'll look for a wand hit. Come on. It's not like I saw that... I saw that coming from a mile away, though. And I'll use this instead. There you go. Now you're the only one left, buddy. He's using Nature's Wraith, which will do less damage because I put shield on. That's hospital. And he's been defeated. Back to Swift Branch. And Oyster Blossom, or Oyster Bloom, has to learn a valuable lesson.
Wildroot was a menace to this forest, a threat to all the folk who dwell here. You have done well to rid the place of him. In answer to the question that sent you here, you caused a lone tree to fall in the forest. What did you hear? Go back and tell Snorri that the true path to wisdom is not in asking others to answer questions for you.
We're actually going the wrong way. I have to go to the teleporter stone. Because when you go to the teleporter stone area, you're able to set your waypoint. So when you go back, you're able to just teleport anyway. So it kind of reduces the hassle.
So, do you have my answer? You know, Swift Branch is right. It is foolish for me to ask others questions about the world of my senses. I think I am no closer to the truth, but I thank you for your help. I have much to think about, such as the sound of one hand clapping. Let me think on it.
Greetings, young wizard. I sense it is time for you to take a new step in your learning. Come and speak with me at once.
Not right now. Right now we have to go to the main fort in Zaverstad Pass, and we're going to complete it in this episode, and we're not even going to do anything else in this session.
The doors are sealed. You can tell that powerful magic is at work here. There must be a way through.
Those doors were sealed by a powerful Grendel shaman called Thulin. Only those bearing runic talismans may pass. To gain your own runic talisman, you must defeat Thulin and take it from him.
Alright, and I have no doubt that this boss will be difficult.
You've come a long way to find me, Outlander. A pity you'll never see your homeland again.